Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between Blade versus WFZ. Blade has spawned as the red human player over here on the top left hand side of the map. Meanwhile WFZ has spawned as, well, the blue undead. We are looking at, well, a human versus undead matchup here on Echo Isles. Rather small map. Only one expansion locations for each. And what are we going to be looking at in terms of heroes? I've seen Mountain King first. I like Mountain King first on this particular matchup. Stormbolt being Stormbolt incredibly important as you're able to pick off your enemy units pretty quickly since you seem to run into your opponent so much so often. Nothing wrong with an Archmage first either. And then again, well, I don't think Blade is really one to come up with crazy strategies. So I think that will be, well, the two heroes of choice. WFZ, what is he going to be going for? As Undead seems to have the flavor of the week, but still goes back to the tried and true vanilla Death Knight. Death Knight going up against an Archmage. Both of those heroes pretty standard as things are now getting underway. With that said, we're looking at, well, the type of strategies that the players will be attempting to execute here on Echo Isle. Are we going to see a fast expansion attempt, mercenary camp clears, that sort of thing, and we'll see what the undead tries to do. WFZ could just, you know, pick up a Rod of Necromancy and attempt to harass, or he could do some creeping of his own. Both are viable strategies. And then Undead, once they have access to Crypt Fiends and with that graveyard, can then try and go and do a little bit of creeping after disrupting the humans' creepings. We are looking at the, well, Footman making its way out, Militia already being called over, and it's going to be going after this, well, 3-3-3 creep camp first. All right, I would have thought it would have been going after the units down across over here, but the Acolyte was already in position trying to disrupt that creeping, and now it looks like, well, WFZ is a little bit confused as to where his opponent could possibly be. This is one of those situations where you're pretty much, come on, stop that water elemental. Do not allow your opponent to get that kill here. Death Knight now coming back down with that Rod of Necromancy. There's an Acolyte, there's a Footman. That Acolyte is now going to back away. And, well, and the timing and the interesting strategy and interesting thing is going to be that this Death Knight, well, was looking for his opponent and really didn't find all that much. He's going to try and finish off these Murloc Nightcrawlers, which, you know, he will be able to do, but it's not going to be the real strategy that he was mainly trying to go for. Archmage now picking up Brilliance Aura level 2 as he finishes off these Murlocs Nightcrawler creep camp down to the south. By the way, in PTR they made Candlelight research by default. Yep. I did see that. It makes me wonder what exactly the early human or early undead creeping is going to look like, as the Death Knight is not going to be, oh, beautiful steal right there by Blade. Last hitting from a distance, getting that shot there as we're looking at more damage adding in. Well, Death Knight, Death Coil finishing off that Water Elemental in the front here. Ogre Magi now chasing after all of those units once more. As the Death Knight now wandering around as well. Yeah, it's... I say it's interesting because if you want to be able to get away from early Death Knight play and encourage other play, having access to healing or giving access to healing early on is a very big deal. Undead, those ghouls being able to cannibalize is going to be extremely helpful, as the Death Knight now trying to back away once more. Death Knight really wanting to line up that last attack here on those peasants, or on that one unit here. Is the Archmage going to get the experience, or the Death Knight? Death Knight, I believe, does not get the experience. Archmage gets it, as the skeletal minions are now going straight after many of those units here. All right, Archmage should be able to get up to level 3, going after some of these poor skeletal minions that are left behind. Archmage now sitting at level 2, 6 experience shy from level 3, as we see a Ring of Protection +3 being dropped. Archmage Well, just shy of level 3, wants to finish off some easy creep camp somewhere. Crypt Fiend down to 280 hit points, gonna be looking to back up home. We are looking at 22 supply compared to 35. WFZ already teching to tier, or already at tier 2, should be training up a Lich and perhaps trying to go to tier 3 in a moment, as the Death Knight is still just sitting at level 1. Blade is playing a very strong game early on. We're looking at the, thank you for the follow, as we're looking at the Ogre Warrior giving that Death Knight level 2. Archmage is already at level 3 now after finishing off one of the Forest Troll Berserkers, and has access to level 2 Water Elementals. The question now is, what is the transition play from 4 human players here? We are already looking at the tech to tier 2. Is he going to be going for a blacksmith for rifleman, and then a single arcane sanctum for priests? That seems to be a very popular strategy as of late. Rifle casters, riflemen becoming becoming stronger and stronger over time, and finally getting some of the upgrades that some of the other range units seem to have. Archmage is going to be able to pick up a Gloves of Haste here. And are we going to see the Mountain King as the second hero? And will we see a tech to tier 3? Teching to tier 3 seems to be much more commonplace since the change to Orb of Fire, allowing the Archmage to really slow down much of the healing and the effectiveness from that Death Knight. Forest Troll Shadow Priest picked up here. Skeletal Minion is going to come across on the other side. Lich is already out onto the battlefield as well, as we're clearing out, or yeah, have cleared out that Ogre Magi at that Goblin Marketplace, or the marketplace there. 2 Water Elementals being very low on hit points. They need to get cleared up. Are they just going to try and steal a little bit of that experience right there? The Frost Nova on one of those units. Oh, nope, no Frost Nova. There goes a Frost Nova, slowing things down once more. Footman now trying to back up, as we're looking at Footman with the Fen being able to reflect some of that damage. All right, Skeletal Minion going after another low hit point Footman. That is not going to end up going well, as the Lich still fighting up against these footmen here. There goes another Frost Nova. Once more, Death Knight could try to go for an Unholy or a Death Coil onto that unit. Obsidian Statues now joining in, and WFZ has the unit composition that he wants finally, but is it going to be enough? Forest Troll Shadow Priest could have a very bad day right there, down to 78 hit points. Lich down to 143 hit points. Death Coil saves again, as the Lich now backing up once more. Lich does have enough mana for another Frost Nova. Will he be using it? No, not quite yet. Meanwhile, what happened there? Footman purposely ran into some gargantuan sea turtles down to the south to deny that experience. Blade is essentially creeping the majority of the map right now. 39 supply compared to 4. Blade also sitting on 1,000 gold bank, as he's going into a blacksmith. Will be able to train up those riflemen, and should be getting up a Mountain King here momentarily. Meanwhile, what is WFZ's strategy to get back into this? He's going to continue to creep out as well. Perhaps get the Lich to level 3. Death Knight is already there. Death Knight backing away. Perhaps going to be picking up a Scroll of Healing from this Goblin Merchant shop. Archmage is already at 4. Death Knight, while picking up a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, still has the Wand of Mana Stealing as well. Constantly playing happy on the ladder. I think this human versus undead is quite good. Yep. As we're looking at, the Lich looking to finish off the remainder of this Murloc creep camp. Alright, there is just an Illusion Archmage keeping track of everything off here. Still no Orb of Corruption as of yet. We are getting up the Destroyer form upgrade as well, and we are teching the tier 3 with that Mountain King making its way out. We are actually going into dual Arcane Sanctums, interestingly enough. So that indicates that, Spellbreakers are going to be coming out soon, instead of just Riflemen and Priests. Alright, so Spellbreakers are going to be a unit of choice. Footman with the Fen currently just reflecting back some of that damage. Mountain King picking up double Rings of Protection, and will be that much more difficult to take out. Alright, Pit Lord has come in as well. We do see an Arcane Tower right there. Crypt Fiend, are we going to see the Pit Lord trying to back away? Rain of Fire could have been used, as well to try and finish things up. Mountain King is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Where is the Archmage and the remainder of the units, as the Mountain King is going to try to make its way back out here. Archmage is in position. Rain of Fire raining down across all those units as the Death Knight is sitting at level 3. We could be looking at Death Coil. There goes another Mud Golem right there as the Obsidian statue is trying to back away. Alright, Water Elemental chasing after the unit here. Manual of Health picked up by WFZ as we're looking at the Shadow Priest going to get taken down. There it goes, as well as the Obsidian statues make their way out onto the battlefield. The instant, Spellbreakers chasing after that Obsidian statue now. Alright, more damage getting added in. Some Devour Magic adding in some extra damage as the Lich gets up to level 3 and now may be able to go after the actual main base here, trying to take down this one Altar of Kings before the Paladin is able to be trained up. That is going to be absolutely critical, as well as the Archmage and Mountain King making their way back. 47 supply compared to 46. WFZ has the larger army by far, as the Spellbreakers are now making their rounds out as well. Alright, are we going to see enough damage? Stormbolt onto a Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend does get saved. There goes the Altar. No Paladin for quite some time. We're going to see some Devour Magic as the Crypt Fiends are now backing away, as we see a couple of webs go down as two. Alright, Pit Lord, what is going to end up going down here? Stormbolt onto the Death Knight. Death Knight now losing a lot of mana. Spellbreakers eating through much of that as the units are still trying to back away there. There goes a Death Coil onto a Crypt Fiend as well. WFZ playing a great game right now as well as he's trying to run away. This could be very bad news. Are we going to get a Stormbolt? No Stormbolt onto the Death Knight. Crypt Fiend trying to finish off all of those units there, as the Mountain King could have been taken down to 79 hit points. Alright, that was an amazing battle right there. WFZ making his opponent pay dearly for all of that early action. Level 3, level 3, level 2 going up against a level 4, level 1. Mountain King also low on hit points, needs to get repaired back up, but that is a lot of Spellbreakers. Abominations with Disease Cloud are in short order, as the Lich is now making its way out onto the battlefield. Death Knight, where is it going to come from? Death Knight now coming back across all the way over here. We're looking at the heroes. There is another Rain of Fire Paladin. Paladin trying to get trained up, and all of that damage right there. Well, a little bit of damage over time. There's some more Devour Magic. Crypt Fiend or Water Elemental could get taken down. We're going to see that one, well, Pensant is it going to get taken out here? No, it is not. Paladin still trying to make its way back out. Flying Machines are all in position, and it looks like the Altar of Kings is going to fall again. Pit Lord does get Stormbolt. The unit's going to try to back their way. Pit Lord trying to run back as well. No boots of speed on that Pit Lord, as it gets actually stuck. He walks himself into a position to get surrounded. Death Knight Death Coil will be in time, but it's not going to matter, as that Pit Lord, well, Mountain King could get taken out as well. Mountain King and Pit Lord exchanged a level 2 for a level 1, as we're looking at the Knights now going after some of those Crypt Fiends. Alright, Unholy Aura. Unholy Aura level not fast enough to run away from those Knights, even though the Lich is providing a little bit of slow. Abominations are out on the field, but no Disease Cloud to slow everything up right there. Crypt Fiend still trying to back away. Knights unable to catch up easily, as well, Frost Armor slowing them in their tracks. Alright, more damage coming back across here. We're going to see the Spellbreakers getting taken out as well. Lich trying to back away. Death Knight, not enough mana. Are we going to see a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability be used? No, we are not. Knight trying to chase after there and trying to get in front once more. Constant Frost Armor, as well as the Death Knight with level 1 Unholy Aura tries to lead the army away. The Knights actually unable to close in on that distance whatsoever. 38 supply compared to 48. Death Coil saving that Destroyer once more. Are we going to see some more Devour Magic? Yes, there's some more Devour Magic. Destroyer now trying to back away. Again, the Orb of Fire on that Archmage, causing so many problems, making it difficult to heal up any of those units. Coming back around, Water Elemental is, well, going to be retreating. Is the Destroyer going to be able to devour more magic? Yes, it will. And, well, it just gets a little bit of extra mana and a little bit of extra hit points for that Destroyer. Again, I appreciate your casting and entertainment, as always, making the trip more bearable. Well, thank you for tuning in as well. Yeah, having a lot of fun here as the Lich now gets Stormbolted again. Okay, Lich losing a lot of mana. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability not being used. Lich's mana not being used for Frost Nova. Perhaps getting in some Frost Armor would be helpful as well. Oh, Staff of Sanctuary saving one unit there. Stormbolt onto the Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend going to get taken down. Mountain King back out onto the battlefield. Where is the Pit Lord? Pit Lord should be coming in momentarily as the Crypt Fiend's now trying to retreat back again. Mountain King in a strange spot. Mass Spellbreakers causing so many problems as the Mountain King now gets up to level 2. Lich going to turn back around. Perhaps we're going to see a Frost Nova or Frost Armor on somewhere as the Death Knight now needs to retreat back once more. Crypt Fiends, are they going to be able to attack again? Paladin finally makes its presence known as that Altar of Kings has been destroyed multiple times. Pit Lord going to be ready to engage here. We're looking at one Water Elemental getting taken down. There it gets taken out. All the Altar of Kings was rebuilt off to the side, resurrecting the Mountain King and training up that Paladin, both extremely important. Blade coming back here. We're seeing flying machines and lots of them all queued up by Blade. We're seeing that 69 over 72 supply. More farms will need to be added. Knights do have Sundering Blades, but no Animal War training as the Pit Lord is going to be getting into position here. Disease Cloud is available. There goes that Frost Nova onto that Knight. Knight gets taken down. Death Knight gets up to level 4 as the units are going to be backing away. Flying machines going after the Destroyers as the Abomination is going to get... Well, the Abomination gets a little bit of a heal, but is it going to be enough as the units try to back away once more? Mountain King also getting slowed down as well as Death Coil saving that Destroyer right there, and there goes that Water Elemental. Death Knight still fighting in this battle here. Pit Lord in that front line gonna go ahead and try and go for a Rain of Fire. Gets body blocked a little bit more as the Pit Lord looks like it will fall for the second time this match. Abomination still trying to retreat back. 45 supply compared to 65. Blade with a major supply advantage here as the Obsidian statues are in massive retreat. Abomination's coming back once more as the Abomination's... Well, Abomination's going to get storm bolted and finished off. Mountain King, however, still only sitting at level 2 as the flying machines keeping so many of the destroyers in check. And once the flying machines are webbed down, that is your perfect opportunity to attack them. But, well, retreating all the way back home instead. 51 supply compared to 70. And even though there is a major hero advantage, or a slight hero advantage for the undead, it doesn't look like it will last very long. The Spellbreakers being able to simply ignore the Lich and that Death Knight's hero nuking only one Abomination, and that Abomination unable to stay alive for very long. Water Elemental gonna get, well, Devour Magic right there, gonna get taken down pretty quickly. Level 4 now on the Lich. Are we gonna see, well, melting of the Archmage as damage now coming back across. Orb of Fire going onto that Abomination, well, making it difficult to heal. Destroyer down to 150 hit points, being forced to back up again as the flying machines are going after those Destroyers with a vengeance. Paladin continuing the chase again as the Lich trying to back away, and this army battle is just so large and so much in favor of the human player Blade right now that things are just going from bad to worse for WFZ. Paladin could be in trouble. Divine Shield, yes, used in time. There are no Priest here. Massive number of flying machines. Paladin only has 15 seconds of invulnerability. May be forced to back away here as, well, it wants to heal back up here. Are we going to see a Staff of Sanctuary? Mountain King could be in a little bit of trouble. Lich is perhaps waiting to be able to Frost Nova that. Nope, yeah, they're Frost Novaing that Paladin there. All right, units backing up again. Death Knight trying to back away. 32 supply compared to 65. Losing a level 2 Paladin. Gonna be a speed bump to Blade's victory right now as the Scroll of Town Portal transferred to save the Lich. All right, Death Knight still wandering around right there. Lich not quite fast as a target as the flying machines overhead, well, waiting to destroy this haunted gold mine. Yeah, we pretty much saw that Paladin was going to get hit with an Icy Blast. That, yeah, Icy Blast right there. Staff of Sanctuary perhaps was on cooldown. Could have used to save that Paladin in that back. And then, well, the Lich would have been in a, well, poor position. All right, Knights trying to chase after those units once more. And, well, getting in front of that Pit Lord. Pit Lord is in trouble. Death Knight did get a Death Coil to try and save the Pit Lord. And the Pit Lord is able to back away. Orb of Fire, however, greatly slowing, or greatly reducing the amount of heal. And WFC, well, leaves the game. Blade taking a great game here. Pretty much dominating throughout the match. The score here doesn't show as well the difference in actual play. Yeah, 18,000 point difference, but it seemed like Blade had an advantage and continued to press it and continued to press it and continued to grow that advantage over time. You can see that 8,000 resource difference, actually a tremendous difference right there, even though there was only about 5,000 gold being mined. In the end, it was too much for WFZ to overcome. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.